Question of personal preference. Would we like any more volume in the room? Happy? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Lovely stuff. Thanks, gents.
Hey, how are you?
Good man. Hey, mate.
Hi guys, welcome to our Matchday -1 press conference ahead of tomorrow's second leg against AZ Alkmaar. Translation is available via the headsets, channel 1 for English, channel 2 for Dutch. Use the microphone provided, please. James.
Ange, can I start with squad news? Is it true that Kevin Danso picked up a knock, and what does that mean for your centre-backs? Could it be Romero, Van der Ven? Are they ready for a start, etc.?
Right, okay. Yeah, I think you covered it all there. Kevin, got a hamstring injury in the last game, so he's out, and Ben's back in. So that's the only sort of change from the weekend. Everyone else got through the game, no problems.
And the second part of that, Van der Ven and Romero, how ready to start do you feel they are?
Yeah, they got through the game well. Obviously, Romero, no issues, and it was great to get Mickey back out there, and he felt good, so both available.
And this game is being billed as win or bust, both for Tottenham's season, but in some people's opinion also for you and your project here. How do you feel about it, and how important is it?
Yeah. There aren't many professions in the world where you have to come in and answer questions like that, is there? There isn't there? Yeah. So, but I'm going to be polite and just say, look, we're focused on winning the game tomorrow night, and need to put in a better performance than we did last Thursday. Obviously, that wasn't anywhere near the standard we want to play. Did some good things on the weekend, some not so good things, but we certainly feel like if we can play with the intensity and tempo we played, on the weekend, we'll give ourselves a good chance to progress.
Hi, Ange, how are you?
I'm good, mate. Hold on a second, mate. Go on. Go on, mate.
That was funny, that was good.
Thank you, mate. Let's keep our sense of humour.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, you've been favourites to win this competition pretty much since it started. That plus, as you've always told me from day one, second season, you've always been a trophy. Any extra pressure then tomorrow? No extra pressure.
It's, I guess, as I said before, I think we obviously were disappointed with our performance in the first leg. I guess the important thing is we didn't make the tie sort of impossible for us to get back into. It's still very tight. Obviously, they've got the goal advantage, but again, being at home and like I said, if we can play with the intensity and tempo we played on the weekend, then I think we have an opportunity to progress. And should we progress, then we'll obviously going to have another big challenge the next round. But right now, the key focus is to put in a really strong performance at home tomorrow night, and then we'll go from there.
Much has been made this season of the youth in your team who have come to the fore, the likes of Bergvall and Gray. But how much tomorrow night are you relying on the experience? Romero at the back, right through the spine, Romero, Maddison, Son. Players like that have to really stand up and be counted for, you don't they?
Yeah, I think so, but we haven't had them a lot. I'd include Vicario in that as well. I think Vic was enormous for us in the first leg. I thought he was big for us on the weekend as well. So, yeah, you want your sort of big experienced players to perform in these kind of games for sure. As you said, we've relied a lot on our younger players who have really, I think, progressed really well. But yeah, I guess a night like tomorrow night, having the likes of, like I said, Romero, Madison, Vicario, and Sonny out there. I mean, they're our 4 leaders. I don't think we've had them on the park at all, sort of together this year, or very little anyway. So having all 4 of them, the whole leadership group out there, I think will definitely be beneficial. Good luck. Thanks, mate.
Angelo, I wondered, do you ever regret that, giving us that line about always winning in your second season, and has this season and everything that's happened to you sort of done anything to change the way you approach things like that?
Yeah, no, look, I think my view has always been when you ask the question, you answer it. And, I wasn't making anything up. I was asked a question. I answered that question. Now, people have sort of, used it for their own purposes in suggesting I'm making a bold claim. But I wasn't. I was stating a fact. Now, if that doesn't happen this year, then I can't say that anymore if I'm asked next year, can I? So, but what was I supposed to say? Well, yes, I always win one in the second year, but, well, I have in the past, everywhere I've been, but here it won't happen. Is that what people want us to hear? Or I don't have an issue with that. I mean, I think, like I said, people can twist these things and use them, and you know what? Maybe we defy all the odds and I do win something. You know what people will say? Oh, wasn't it great that he made such a bold claim? And people just use it the way they want to, depending on the circumstances. I'll always answer things the way I feel comfortable in answering them. I'm really comfortable. I'm proud of the fact that, wherever I've been, I've won things. I think that's something that I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't. Whether I win something in my second year here, then time will tell.
Hi, Ange. Can I just ask how bad Kevin's hamstring injury is?
Yeah, hard to say at the moment. He felt it right at the end of the game. We'll see. We've got the international break, which I think helps us, and Kevin himself, he looks after himself. He's a pretty good athlete, so we'll give him every chance to get back. But we'll just have to sort of let it settle down a bit before we kind of get some clarity around that. But he'll be pushing for sure.
Saw you watching Richarlison across the pitches as you first came out. Where's he in his rehab journey?
Again, I think probably post the international break again. I think he should be there or thereabouts. Depending on sort of his progress. But it's good to see him back out on the grass. He's he's working hard to get back in, and hopefully post international break he'll be available.
I just want to ask you about Pat Matasai's. Obviously observing Ramadan at the moment. How impressive is it, really, that he's managing to put in performances like he did against Bournemouth, despite the fact he's not eating or drinking during the daylight hours? Yeah,
look, I think it's a testament, to him and, all the other players who have, that faith and, those strong beliefs that they're able to kind of be able to do both. And, look, I think Jed's observing it as well. I think with all these things, you have to, respect people's beliefs, and our role is again to try and support and sort of see what we can provide in terms of assistance to make sure that they can perform at the levels they want. And I think Pape, particularly this last sort of 3-4 weeks, is coming back to sort of the levels we sort of saw with him earlier in the year and last year, and he's important to us, particularly at the moment. Tomorrow night, obviously, Rodrigo's suspended, so we'll need his energy as we did on the weekend.
Hi, Ange. You talked about the players having the wrong mindset in the first leg. Have you been able to put your finger on why that was the case? No,
look, I think, as I said, there was some clear evidence there that we just didn't really play at the intensity that we usually do, and whether that was just, I don't know, could be a multitude of things, but obviously we've analysed that, we've reviewed that. I said on the weekend, we had our struggles, but at the same time, I felt we were more like ourselves, particularly in the second half, in terms of just playing with a real strong intent. in terms of with and without the ball, and so the level's there. It's not like it's disappeared. So we just got to make sure we kind of get to that level again tomorrow night.
And just in terms of the pressure, I mean, we can all agree it's obviously a high pressure game tomorrow. How do you sort of frame that for the players? Do you want them just to walk towards that and embrace it, or do you try and work in any way to?
Look, I think there's always pressure there, and yes, it's a big game, but if we're successful tomorrow night, it'll be the same the next round. I mean, that's when you're in sort of the later stages of European or any cup competition. You kind of know every game is sort of meaningful because it either means the end of the road or you progress. So we understand that, need to embrace that. It's good that we're at home, so. Like I said, it'll be a good challenge for us, but I'm sure it's one we're up for.
And the sort of atmosphere was referenced on Sunday. I mean, we've seen in other cup games. I think Man City, Liverpool, and the Carabao Cup. How much of a difference the fans can make? What sort of role have they got tomorrow?
Yeah, big role. We saw that at AZ. When they obviously helped their team on the night, and we need our supporters to sort of get behind the team and create a really good atmosphere, like you said, like we did when we played Liverpool and Man City. I think our fans know it's a big game, and I'm sure they'll come there tomorrow night to try and support the lads and get us over the line.
And obviously, you're one goal down. How do you kind of approach it in terms of? Do you try and go hell for leather from the start, or do you have to kind of be a bit mature and think you've got maybe 120 minutes to get through this? Yeah,
I think you just treat it as any other game. I think if you frame the scoreline into it, ultimately it's a game we have to win. If we win, it means we're in a positive goal difference now. Whether that's enough to get through, but it's a game we have to win. We know that. So the beauty of our approach, I guess, is nothing really changes because we go out there and try and. I know it sounds obvious, but we try and go out there and win every game and be really dominant in our football, and that's what we're going to need to do tomorrow night to get the result we want. So, from our perspective, being a goal down doesn't really change anything. I think we'll just go out there with a normal mindset that we showed in the games we've done well this year, and use that as a way forward.
Hi Ange, how's it going? I just wanted to ask you about a player, obviously, that has played here before and is back again, just Troy Parrott. What have you made of his season so far? Because Jose Mourinho spoke to him and said that he could see the progression. So just from your own point of view. Yeah,
Troy's done really well. I think he did really well in Holland last year. I think it was a really good sort of loan move for him. And I think sometimes for players like Troy, getting away from sort of the UK and seeing whether they can, in a different style of football, whether it suits him. And I think, the Dutch league certainly has allowed him to develop further. He's doing really well, really pleased for him. And, hopefully we keep him quiet tomorrow night.
Just on, he said he kind of went to a different style as playing sort of as a number 9 this season. What would you say are his best qualities?
Yeah, look, I think he's obviously he's still a very good goal scorer. I mean, his goals, as a striker, he's a good finisher. But apart from that, I think he's a good link-up player. He works hard for his team as well, and we saw that the other night, both with and without the ball. He's a hard worker, and I think that's it's good to see him develop in those areas.
Thanks. Best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
Thanks.
No, apparently it's just 10.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'll take questions for Guglielmo Vicario for 10 minutes, and we'll try to get through as many questions as we can in this time. Simultaneous translation is available through the headsets provided. Please select Channel 1 for English and Channel 2 for Dutch. We'll take questions from the floor, and if you could please use the microphones provided. James.
Hi, this game's being billed as win or bust, but how do you as players feel, and how are you dealing with the extra pressure that comes with this?
Oh, we know exactly what will mean the game for tomorrow night. We are very conscious about that, and we just want to win this game. And we know this is, in terms of pressure, we know is about every Sunday and every Thursday since 6 months. We are dealing with that. So it's just about ourselves to get in the best mindset, in the best shape to face AZ tomorrow night. Will be a big clash, and we are very ready to play this football game.
Do you treat it like a cup final, though, with so much at stake?
We will treat that as a big game of football, because we know, especially in this competition, when you have two legs to face, it's just the game splits in two halves, So yeah, maybe we lost the first half in the Netherlands, and now we have a big opportunity to overturn this result in our favour for tomorrow.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Your manager was asked how big a game it was for his season, but also for him being at the football club. When the players go out tomorrow night, the pressure is on them, not only for yourselves, but also for your manager?
The pressure is on us, is because we play the football game. So I think we have to deal with that. But like I said, I think we are used to deal with pressure day by day, because we play every 3 days. We know the importance of the game tomorrow for everyone here at the football club, for us players, for the fans especially. But I think with all the support we're gonna have tomorrow, and the stadium will be an exciting night. We are ready for that, and we are looking forward to play tomorrow.
The supporters will be key, won't they? Because I think they felt this season's been a little bit underwhelming. Maybe Spurs haven't performed as well as they should for whatever reason. How much do you appeal to the supporters to really get behind you tomorrow, just to stick with the team, come what may?
Yeah, of course they will do it. They will deliver, and then is on us what we can show. Of course, tomorrow we know exactly what we're gonna face. We're gonna face a good side, and they showed at their place. So I think tomorrow the best version of Spurs for tomorrow night is just togetherness from us on the pitch and the fans on the stands. So I think with this mindset, with this mentality, we can go through this round.
Hi Vic, Ange described yourself, Christian Romero, James Maddison and Son as the leaders of this team. Do you four have extra responsibility tomorrow to guide this young team through the game?
No, we have everyday responsibility on this group. We try to do our best, and we try to do the good advices to the youngsters, but it's about the collective responsibility tomorrow. Of course, we know, like I said, the importance of the game is massive, and we're gonna do this test all together as a family. Like I said, is so important, and everyone has to, of course, focus on their game. It's so important. Then, as a collective, we will go through every situation during the game, and we'll try, like I said, to win this game.
Can you give us an example or some colour on what that everyday responsibility looks like? I mean, is it just talking to the younger players? Is it leading by example? What does it look like day to day?
Yeah, I think more than it talks, the thing that I'm most effective at is how you behave, how you show your behavior to the youngster, of course, but maybe they coming into a new team, and so I think the responsibility is in action, not just in talk. Sometimes you need to talk about something, about the reminding, but I think we have the manager that every day put in us the good words to explain which is the right way to play football, and the right way to behave for this football club. So I think the most important thing is how you act, how you behave into the dressing room, and what you show on the pitch, and also maybe the normal stuff we do in the gym, trying to be very, very professional, very committed to this football club.
Hi Vic. I watched the documentary that the club did on your kind of recovery from your injury. It's very good. I mean, what did you feel you learned about yourself during that period? Oh yeah,
it's been a different perspective of my life. I've never faced before a massive injury like I had, so I had to see things in different perspective, of course, and trying to stay strong, especially mentally when my teammates were able to play and I couldn't. So it's been a different challenge, a different chapter of my life, but I can say I've learned a lot because in terms of how I had to deal with this kind of stuff helped me a lot. So I'm very proud now to be back. Of course, it's part of the past, but has been a good process, especially for my mind.
While you were out, obviously, the club brought in a new goalkeeper, Tony Kinski, and Brandon Austin made his debut as well. What have you made of what they did during that time, and kind of the competition for the future for the three of you?
Yeah, but competition is just about football every day and trying to push your limits. I think is an important thing, like to challenge also yourself and to try to not sit down and say, okay, I'm safe, but it's just about trying to reach your best, and is what we did. Also, if you want to play high-level football, competition is needed. So in every position, in every football club of the world, so it's very important. But these guys, when they play very well. They try to help the team in a proper way. So very happy for them, and yeah, that's it.
Hi Vic. You said the other day that for this game, as opposed to the first leg, you were ready to show the real Spurs. But what does that mean, given how inconsistent Tottenham have been this season? We've seen so many different types of performances. What is the real Spurs for you? Well,
tonight the real Spurs will be judged just about winning, because of course if we don't win tomorrow, we are out of the competition, and we know will be tough for us. So we have to embrace this. We know this. So the good Spurs from tomorrow will be just the winning Spurs, to be fair. But like I said, for win the game of football tomorrow, we need our best performance in terms of how we approach the game, how we are very tuned in the game, and then of course we have to show our best qualities in terms of playing the game, like playing the football and put pressure on them, of course, because we played our place and we know we have to do that tomorrow.
And just finally, you said earlier you've got a manager who plays the right type of football. I mean, does that sort of speak to the belief within the dressing room about his approach and his way of playing? Is it 100% behind the manager?
I can say his approach has been very, very committed since day one he jumped here. He delivered to us like the same, way to play the game, because he truly believes in this, and we can be successful like in this way, and we are fully behind him, fully trying to do the right things that he believes are working for us, and we are very, very committed on do that, and we prove that when we are at 100% here in the brain and very, very committed to that. I think we proved and we showed what we can do.
Hi Vic, you've had so many injuries in the defence this season. Just wanted to ask you, how do you cope when the centre-backs, the full-backs you're playing with seem to change every week?
Well, I think injuries are part of football, so you have to deal with that. So I think in this team, whichever plays, he tries to put the right work, the right mentality in the way we play. So it doesn't matter, because all the lads are very, very committed and they try to do their things at 100%. So yeah, of course we don't want to lose player for injury, but it's about life. Our setbacks is about football. So whichever plays, I'm happy to play with.
Vic, we've talked for weeks about injuries, and it always feels like there's an excuse for the results, performances, and it's understandable. But now, with most of the players back, do you feel that it is really time for the real Spurs to show themselves, and almost like there aren't any excuses anymore?
No, I think we never. I think around this football club we spoke very, very, very few times about injuries. We didn't take excuses, but the fact is we've been through 3 months very, very tough, and also the manager never complained about that, and the players at all. And we say this every day among each other, that we never thought about injuries, crises, injury problems. We try to do our best, of course, by playing every 3 days games of football. Sometimes you can lose something, you can lose points, you can lose games of football, and it's about how then you deal with these setbacks. And I think we try to deal in the best ways possible. Now, of course, we have a lot of lads coming back, and we know our responsibility, especially, of course, like the senior players that they can bring into the game, and tomorrow is another opportunity to show.
We'll go with Michael and finish with Tom.
Vic, there's been a lot of talk about the manager always wins a trophy in his second season wherever he's worked before, but it isn't the bigger picture and the bigger challenge for you as players that Tottenham haven't won a trophy for 17 years, and it's time you put a stop to that record, isn't it?
Yeah, of course we'll try. We have a big opportunity in the Europa League, but of course we'll start from tomorrow. Trying to get through the game of tomorrow will be a tough one, we know, and then we'll see. Of course, we'll try to win every game of football, and then we'll see at the end of the season what we can achieve.
Last one with Tom.
I think on Sunday it felt like there was a lot of tension, a lot of nervousness in the team, lots of mistakes at the back. How hard is it to kind of rediscover that confidence, to get it back with a win in a big game like this?
Yeah, I think on Sunday we faced a team that was very, very committed in pressure. I think is the best team and about pressure the opposition behind us. So it has been a very good challenge for us. You can make some mistake like we had, but not at the end. The result says is a 2-2, is a draw, and maybe it's not what we expecting from that game. But also going 2-0 down after 66 minutes and then going back to 2-2 shows the really belief this football club has about ourselves, about the player, about the manager, and the mentality we want to go through. So yeah, I can say mistakes are part of football, and maybe we put someone on the game on Sunday, but in the end we show we really take care, we really have this belief for this shirt we wear every day. So it's an important for me way to start again from the game of tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.